again, lads. Welcome back to the Belgian Army. Yes. Well, I had such a grand resounding success last round that I figured the only thing to do, that would be logical in my mind, was to keep my employment with them going and keep up the fight. And I can't believe these blasted Germans haven't even given me a chance to get a word in edgeways before they're rushing us. I mean, I have barely even got ammo in the machine gun for all these lots. Come on, fight them back, men. This machine gun only has 30 round ammo. Oh dear, I'm missing slightly. There we go, that's a bit better. How has the enemy got a foothold in the position? I've killed about 500 of them single-handedly. Well, maybe like 30. Bugger off. Piss. Looks like they were overwhelming the flank. Alright. Come on, comrades. Keep the fight going. Right, excellent, excellent, excellent. Right. Every one of them we kill is another one that can't get to the front line. Can't believe that guy survived a full burst of the machine gun. Alright, get up. Oh, bloody snipers. This ground is way too open. And piss. Alright, comrades. Oh dear. Come on, comrades. We need to fight them back. After last battle, I have a big vast store of personal honor to uphold here. Come on, troopers, forward. Blasted. Right, machine gun. Mount up.
Okay. Hello.
Greetings, comrade.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, good sir.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Rob?
I should be here.
You are. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, I was very confused for a moment there. I was like, did I mute my microphone?
Oh my gosh, remember that one time that we thought it was you who had muted your microphone, but it turns out I had muted my headset or something?
I think that's happened once or twice.
Yeah, it was so funny because we were so frustrated and it took us like half an hour, and then I was like, oh wait. Oh no, I think it was my microphone that was muted. Or something. I don't remember what it was because I could hear you, but I don't think you could hear me, and we thought it was on your end that was the problem.
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is during the time that I was getting my brain electrocuted once a week at least. So I was having serious memory issues, right? But
yeah.
Out of my entire year that I lost, I remember that.
Oh. Well, today I'm fighting. Oh, I am recording, by the way. Just if you want me to shut it off, just let me know.
No, you're good. Now the whole world knows my my ECT story.
Ah, see, there we go. It's all good. But yeah, I'm playing as the
so you're in
Belgians.
Verdun?
Yes, I'm in Verdun. I actually was playing as the Belgians and ended up only dying once the entire match. I ended up getting like 80 kills. I just sat on the machine gun and managed to get...
Oh wow, for real?
Yeah. I'm using my favorite machine gun, the Hotchkiss.
No, yeah, I have no idea what that is.
It's a French machine gun. However, it's actually not too bad. Now I shall invite you. There we go.
Just let your thousands of subscribers know that I suck at this game.
It's 100, and believe me, I suck pretty bad too.
But is there a big difference between 100 and 10,000?
See, I've actually had a thought about that, because all of my favorite channels and Twitch people I follow tend to have smaller channels, because they're more, the smaller groups are more tightly connected, they're more social. Because if you've got like 1 million subscribers, then you can't keep up with everyone and you can't interact with them, can you? But if you've got just a handful of people you who watch your stuff, then it's more a more involved experience.
Right.
See, that's my excuse for the fact I only have 100 subscribers.
It's by choice.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, you just want to be close to the little people.
Exactly. It's also partly the fact that I refuse to advertise or monetize my videos in any way.
But you got to get that sweet cash.
Nah, that's what the 9-to-5 job's for.
Yeah, I guess being a ranger has its perks. Hospitalization, breaking the leg.
Yeah, you know, unemployment.
Yep. You losing your what was it? Your office or all of your stuff? They just stole it.
Oh, they did steal quite a handful of my stuff while I was away on sick leave. No, they were going into my Netflix account and just queuing up runs of random shit without my permission. So they went into my room, grabbed my TV, and then started just using my Netflix account.
Yeah. I'm not a fan, mate. I'm not a fan.
No, I felt that was very disrespectful. I mean, if they'd asked, can we use your TV, I probably would have said, oh, you know, yeah, I don't mind, I'm not going to be there.
Right.
But the fact that they used it without permission was just a bit off to me.
Oh crap, Rob, I've got binoculars.
Yes, you are the officer, and I don't actually know
okay.
what binoculars are for. I know you can get an achievement if you beat someone to death with them, but that's aside.
You can attack with them?
Yeah. I think it's like
Oh wait, I see you.
the 10-hit kill.
Oh, 10-hit kill?
Something preposterous like that. Oh dear.
Well, I feel like using this pistol at long ranges is pretty weak. Although I did just kill someone.
Yeah, I'm using that same pistol because I ran out of machine gun ammo. In the last battle, I only died because I literally ran out of bullets from everything. So I used like all 200 rounds of the machine gun. Then I ended up using 100 rounds of the pistol.
Wow.
I'm up to 50 rounds now, so... Oh, dear. I like the Belgians because they've got a mixture of French and German weaponry. So it's kind of a nice bit of a contrast. Plus they have good chocolate.
Right, that's true. I mean, you can't beat that.
Exactly.
Gotta eat something, right?
Of course.
Okay, apparently this pistol is a man killer. I just killed like 6 people.
Yeah,
What
it's
the heck?
actually... It sounds like a little pop gun, but it's actually not as bad as you think.
Oh, you can upgrade to more guns.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think you can upgrade to a rifle if you unlock the 3rd rank of the officer class.
Oh, maybe I'll do that then. You know, this is the point where your subscribers go, what? He didn't know that you could unlock guns?
Well, trust me, I got a annoyed comment from someone because we were playing as Bulgarians, and I think I made a comment. I didn't actually know the Bulgarians fought in the First World War, and then I got a comment like, "Geez, didn't you know that they fought in the First World War? They sent like 700,000 men to it," and I was like, "Well, I didn't know."
Yeah.
Just
Well,
amused me. Right, I've used every single bullet, and I immediately died when I ran into close combat. Oh my gosh, there's like just an endless swarm of them. Get me.
who are we shooting right now?
We are the Belgians on the Allied side, and we are fighting
Oh,
the
okay.
Germans.
So, the Germans.
Yes.
How come we only kill Germans?
Because we don't usually play as the Germans. We usually play as the
But
Allies.
but I mean, like, what about the other countries that are the allies of the German? They're not Axis, but they're the...
Central Powers.
What did you say they were? Central Powers, right.
Well, they're not actually so much on the Western Front. It was entirely a German thing. Like the Eastern
Oh, so
Front
they were
was-
mostly Verdun?
Yeah, they
I
were
mean,
most
Tannenberg, that's what I meant, sorry.
Because Tannenberg, you get the Austrians, the Bulgarians, so those are the other German allies. There's no Turks though. I think a lot of people have been calling for like Verdun, Middle East, so you can have Gallipoli and the Anzacs and...
And scimitars?
Yes. I mean, it would be pretty cool. They have the Anzacs in this game, in Verdun already. Partly due to public public backlash, or not backlash, complaint. A lot of the Australian and New Zealanders are like, where are the Anzac? If you can add the Canadians, then you can add the bloody Anzacs. But it's kind of funny. The Anzacs are kind of a mix between the Tommies and the Canadians in terms of gameplay. But it was interesting, one of the weapons they don't have, this is more for the audience because you won't get this, they don't have the MLE rifle, which is unusual because I happen to own an MLE rifle that was used in the First World War. So it's kind of odd that as a faction the New Zealanders don't get it.
That is funny.
Yeah, I have a 1900 Lee Enfield rifle in my collection.
That's cool.
Yeah, still goes, still fires perfectly, you know, still take it up to the range. It's a real awesome collector's piece in my mind. I had someone offer me like $1,500 for it a while ago, but I was like, no. This is my collection piece. Come on.
1,500, wow.
That would be like $10.
You could have bought a whole new leg for that.
Yeah, I think that's like $10 American. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
how
think
currency conversion
I think you're thinking of
works.
Venezuela, though.
Isn't like Venezuelan money like that would be like 500 million Venezuelan?
Yeah, pretty much. It's worth less than toilet paper.
Reminds you of after the like German money after the First World War with the sanctions and stuff on them. Their money ended up being like so worthless.
Oh my gosh, Rob, I've been shooting a pole for the last 2 minutes, being like, why isn't he dying? I've shot him like 4 times. Turns out it's a pole.
Well, it was a strategically enemy pole, so it had to be shot.
like we call it a scare pole.
Yes. Alright, this smoke is a bit disadvantageous. On the bright side, it does give me some cover, so I can set up the machine gun.
You know, I have to say I miss the blue dots they have in Tannenberg, because I need someone holding my hand saying this is an ally and this is not.
Yeah, I must admit, the UI is not too bad in Tannenberg.
But you still like Verdun better, why?
A lot of different things. I think the different number of factions is a good thing. The larger variety of weapons. Like the fact that on the Tannenberg you don't get machine guns, like squad machine guns, is a bit annoying.
Right.
Also, there's my conspiracy theory about the AI, which I still...
Oh, right.
I still believe that's real, despite how many people say I'm nonsense.
People on your channel say you're nonsense? Or just Judd?
Well, Judd always says I'm nonsense.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you can trust Judd. Saying you're nonsense that often means he's probably not on nonsense.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably nonsense.
Well, it's probably nonsense that he's saying it's nonsense.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like being a machine gunner is just really depressing, because when my kill feed is literally lighting up with like 10 kills every minute, it's a bit miserable sometimes.
Yeah. All of those husbands and sons.
I've killed 140 people so far this match.
How many have I killed?
You have killed 30.
Okay, well, you're owning me then.
Well, to be fair, I did start the battle 2 minutes before you joined. But it just proves the power of the, sitting back.
Well, if I can get like 100 kills in the next 2 minutes.
Well, then you'll definitely win. I think you'll have a better chance, because I'm out of machine gun bullets, so I'm having to use the pop gun now. The pop gun, which isn't actually that bad a pop gun.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
They're killing me, Rob. They're killing me.
No. Stand strong. Choose not to die.
It was Ludwig.
Damn,
Boglau.
Ludwig. Ouch. I bet he'll end up joining the National Socialist Party in 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I just died to chlorine gas because I thought it was F4 to put my mask on, not 4.
Oh.
That's a real problem in World War I. They're like, how do I put this on?
To be fair, many of the gas masks were a bit tricky to use for many people.
Okay, that's not fair. They said I killed myself. Okay, wait, maybe that is kind of true.
This guy took off his gas mask. Obviously, he was attempting to kill himself.
Yeah, well, at least I was good at that.
Have faith. You're not that bad. I mean, I've seen Judd walk into barbed wire and get himself killed before.
You say that literally right as I run into barbed wire.
Right. I need to... I got the machine gun back, so what I need
Oh,
to...
I got Ludwig back. Talk about revenge.
Excellent. It's a dish best served cold.
Yes.
Right, so what I need to do is set up just behind the line and with a good sight line. About here should do. And... Oh, enemy.
Oh yeah, how do I do the officer stuff again? Like call in
Q.
strikes and stuff.
Reload. Yeah, it's Q, and then I think it's left or right click depending on artillery
Oh,
or
gotcha.
command.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh. The only other disadvantage of this machine gun is you can't reload it mid-belt.
Oh yeah, that's the issue with some guns.
Still, this thing has a big place in my heart. Come on.
Does this
reload.
game have bullet drop?
I think it does a little bit, especially for sniper rifles and longer ranges. But it isn't too bad. Like, it isn't like Battlefield 3 or where, you know, it drops off by 500 million years. Okay, that's the other disadvantage of this gun. You can't, while you're reloading, you can't cancel out the animation.
Oh yeah.
Right. Which I think is a bit unrealistic, because in reality, you can always throw the rifle or the gun away and run off. So, I think you should be able to cancel out of the reload.
I'm with you on that.
I mean, the gun isn't
You're not
glued
like...
to your hands.
It's like somebody's coming at me. I'll just keep reloading.
Yeah. I think as Judd will attest, probably in that situation it's more duck under cover or throw the gun away.
Yep.
Right.
I thought the bullet drop was pretty significant in PUBG.
Yes, I heard that too. I never played it though, despite all your intentions to try and get me to.
It's alright. I mean...
I know myself enough to know that super competitive games like that anger me very quickly.
I can't imagine you being angry, Rob.
I try and suppress it quite a bit, but I find
What are you, a Jedi?
Yes. Well, actually,
oh.
Maybe. I'd want to be a Jedi, but I'd want to have a rule. I'd want to throw half the rules out the window.
Like...
It'd be like...
not having sex?
Yeah, it'd be like... Yeah, let's just throw, you know, romance and stuff. Let's just throw that back in the plate, personally, because I think this whole celibacy thing is stupid. Also,
yeah, that's because it is.
Can we not just follow the orders of the Senate? Because, you know,
Dude.
Those guys are just a bit out of whack.
Rob.
Robert!
He's recording for his YouTube channel, so you're trolling the world. Sorry, that's...
I can be famous to a whole world.
That's my wife.
Hello.
Wait, why can't I?
He says hi. You can watch him on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. He has like 100,000 subscribers. What? He's got like 100.
You mean, yeah, I was going to say 100.
That's not
She says that isn't the same.
Yeah. Let's say it is the same, just for self-esteem.
She wants me to try this chocolate thing, so I'm going to give her to you for like a bit.
Okie dokie. Dun 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 dun. Right. Reload.
Hello, world.
Hello, hello.
All 100 people in the world.
All 100 people.
Well, it's a start, kind of.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I
hello.
made a self-saucing pudding tonight.
Ooh, yum.
Yes, it's quite delicious.
Aw.
Do you have the Great British Baking Show in Australia? New Zealand? New Zealand.
I'm not too sure. I don't actually check TV too much these days.
Well, it's on Netflix here, but
Ah.
you guys don't even have Hulu, so I don't even know if you guys have Netflix.
We do, but it's really sad because it's about 3/4 of the shows we don't have. Like the American version, I was talking to Judd and he's like listing off all these shows and I'm like, yeah, we don't have any of them.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess it's probably licensing or something.
Yeah, probably.
But,
Yeah, well, anyway, it's like a cooking show, but with baking, and they're just like amateur bakers that all meet on the weekends to compete, and of course they're from Britain, hence the
Yes.
Great British Baking Show, and it's quite lovely because unlike most American reality TV shows, they're, you know, cutthroat and competitive and
Yes.
awful. The Great British Baking Show is like, we're all friends. We're just competing for this cake platter, and so we don't really care if we win or lose. That was my best attempt at a British accent.
Well, I say, dear lady, it was jolly good and a valiant
Oh,
attempt.
you're really good at it. I feel like you're already halfway there, though. So.
Yes! With the New Zealand accent thing, it's kind of halfway in between.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
would
halfway
say.
in between British and Australian, so you can
Yeah.
kinda get away with both, ain't you, Cobber?
Sounds like you can. So I made a dark chocolate cake with a vanilla custard pudding
Ooh.
inside, and when you cut open, it's supposed to like sauce itself.
Yum. That does sound jolly good.
It's quite delicious. I haven't mastered the cake. I wanted it to be a little bit more dark chocolate than it is,
Yeah.
but it's good. I mean, it's right now it's mostly chocolate, you know, which is still a good flavor.
Yeah. Just a minute. What's
You
that?
killed plus 15.
No, I killed Heinrich Mao.
Oh. Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Sean says my custard tastes like tapioca pudding, though.
Not anymore.
Well, I haven't had tapioca in years.
Just when you're making it.
It's delicious. Need to get your life in order.
Have a bit of custard though. Custard's good. And I think
Oh, yeah.
I think the most popular dessert I probably have is my favourite is banana cake. Banana cake or pavlova's good. As a-
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds delicious. That reminds me, so Robert here is talking about banana cake and how it's his favorite dessert. This would be really good topped with some fresh banana. Don't you think? He thinks. Kill him! Kill him!
My banana cake, what I
Yeah,
like
you're
to do
still shooting.
is I like
What, Rob?
for my banana cakes, what I like to do is cut them in half and then put a layer of whipped cream and then a layer of bananas in the middle. Just to give it a bit more banana flavor.
Yum. That sounds really good.
Yeah. It's almost it's actually a tradition for me to make banana cake for my birthday every year.
Oh yeah? When's your birthday?
1st of January.
Oh, so you've already had your banana cake for the year.
Yes.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're a New Year's baby.
I am. I think I was the first, 1st of January 95, and I was the first for my city for that year. First baby for
Oh,
my city, so
look at you.
yeah.
First baby of the year.
My parents got a gift basket.
Oh. Can we somehow nail that so we can get a gift basket, babe? having our baby born on the 1st of the year. Because if you're the first baby of the year, you get a gift basket. At least in New Zealand. If you can't tell, gifts are my love language.
Ah.
He's probably gonna edit all of this out of his like YouTube video and be like, and the part where Carolyn's talking cut.
No. See, editing requires a lot of work, so I tend to avoid it as much as possible.
Actually, I 100% agree. I tried to start a YouTube channel and I filmed, and then I tried to edit, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is way too hard, and then I stopped.
I ended up just leaving in all the goose and just going, it's part of the experience.
Welcome, 100 people of the world. Carolyn is part of the experience.
I think originally it was me and Judd, and it was hilarious because we didn't realize that you needed a microphone for your own audio. So our first few videos were just the video game audio, and we'd talk for an hour, and then we'd look back at the video, and it would just be nothing.
That is really funny.
We were rather amateur back in those days. And our microphone, we got a SingStar mic, like a karaoke microphone, and we attached that to the computer, so we literally just pass it back and forward between each other as we talk.
That is really funny. Well, my husband wants his headphones back so he can enjoy this random 1920s music playing in the background as he shoots people.
Well, it certainly is random 1920s music.
That's what I'm saying.
I like the country.
I actually had I have the music muted because copyright reasons.
Oh, is it actually like 1920s music? It's not like what's the word? I don't know. Like, you know, music that they play in the back of like YouTube videos or in like some games, it's not copyrighted at all, so you can,
you can get away with it.
So this is like real stuff.
Yeah, it's actually like 1910s, 1920s music, but a lot of it still has the old, patents and copyrights around the place. So it's not all the songs, but only about a handful of them do get pinged. So easier just to turn it off rather than worry about it.
Yeah, well, you're missing the whole experience, man. I'm getting some trumpet back here.
Heroic trumpet.
Yes.
Well,
here's John.
Oh. Well,
jolly old good day.
Well, it was lovely to talk to you, and tell you hello.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Okay,
Hello,
hello. My wife's British accent is terrible, but mine's not any better.
Yeah.
Well, good chap. I say I would like you to hear it.
It would be funny. Do you want more?
Yeah. Oh, I just got killed.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Dude, I had the longest life in the last round.
You did?
Probably because,
Oh, you were hiding in a foxhole half the time, weren't you?
Well, I have a long-range rifle, so I just kind of sat there, and then when I came over the hill, I'd do little pot shots at him.
I was just standing out in the open Rambo style with a machine gun.
Yeah, but you were killing like 20 people a minute, so
yeah.
Or 20 people a second. I don't know if that's fast or not.
No, that is pretty fast. Though I must admit, there's a lot of cover on this map, so I'm not actually getting the accuracy I want. Come on. Come on, good
Anyway,
sir.
like I was saying, I feel like bullet drop in PUBG is really, really crazy.
Yeah, I must admit, bullet drop can be, and for real life, can be a bit hectic, but I've seen a lot of it in PUBG, and it seems a bit harsh.
Well,
unless you actually go out with a rifle and, have a look and see for yourself, you're never going to get it 100% accurate.
Right. Well, I probably noticed just because I'm not that good. And I feel like, I'm like shooting someone and I'm like, okay, that's not even close. So I go like way over their head and I'm still not even close. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to aim? Like, what's the point of having, sights if pointing it at the enemy doesn't do anything?
It's predictive fire. supposed to predict the shots with magic. Oh, come
Speaking
on,
of magic,
come on,
I just died.
come on.
You're supposed
Oh.
to save me.
I apologize. I am. My gun was completely empty, and there were 2 Germans bearing down on me, and I'm like, ah.
Okay, question. What is the difference between most effective squad member and most effective player?
Most effective squad is like how you commune with your squad. So are you, fighting alongside your team? Are you using officer abilities and stuff to enhance your unit, stuff like that?
Gotcha.
Whereas
okay.
most effective players just like, have you got the most kills? Have you advanced the most?
Right.
Do you have the most points?
Right, okay. Oh man, I love that I can climb up this ladder without my hands. That's good.
It's magic.
Magic.
Magical
And
teleporting
predictive
technology.
ladder.
At least it's not like the old Half-Life ladders that you fall off and break your kneecaps. Oh,
I don't remember if I've played Half-Life. I remember my dad had it. Whoa, why is this person coming into my trench? This is my trench!
get out there. Yes, sir. You are not welcome here.
It's my not so safe space.
Right. 4, 3. Come along, come back to life. Use my magical teleporting technology. There we go. Right. Okay.
For the record, I feel like Carolyn has done better British accents before. I think it was just the being on stage for 100,000 people, you know?
I think the most I've ever gotten for views was 1,000. And that was on one of my Warhammer videos. Although, I think I got 600 for one of my Verdun videos.
Oh, that's cool.
Verdun's probably the most popular thing I do. Which is
What
good
is?
because I enjoy it. Verdun's probably the most popular. And
Oh, it
then-
is the most popular.
yeah, it
Sorry, I
is.
thought you said it was not the most popular.
No, it is. Then Warhammer stuff. The least popular is DayZ. But I played it because I like it. So it's one of those.
Right.
One
And
of those,
Verdun, you only play for those sweet, sweet views.
Yes, of course. You've seen through the heart of me.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
They're telling me I'm gonna get executed, and I'm like, guys, I'm the officer here. I do the executing. Case in point, I totally just shot my ally in the back of the head.
They
And you
probably
know, I
deserve
only
it.
got negative 10 points for team damage, which
Yes.
is not that much.
No. Can be annoying if they're constantly getting in the way of your gun, though, I must admit.
Yeah, they really like to run out in front of it, which I feel like is like gun safety 101.
Yes. Don't stand in front of someone firing a gun is pretty much level 1.
Right.
Ouch. What was it? The 7 firearm safety rules in New Zealand. What is it? Number 1 is treat every gun as loaded. Number 2
Give your
is...
guns to the government.
No, it's treat every firearm as loaded. Always point firearms in a safe direction. Only load when you're ready to fire. Identify your target beyond doubts. Check your firing zone. Store ammunition separately. And alcohol impairs judgment.
Oh wow.
You have to recite those rules before you can get a license. It's
To
one
be
of those.
fair, the alcohol bit is more of an alcohol suggestion as opposed to a gun. More about alcohol than it is about guns.
Yeah, I think it kind of has to apply, so you don't get people drinking and then running around shooting random things.
Yep.
Right. Alright.
Okay. I just shot some mortars somewhere. Hopefully it hits an enemy.
Did you shoot at the enemy? Oh, yeah, no, the target's on the enemy. Sorry. There's about, like, 3 artillery barrages, but they're all behind us, behind our line, if you look at the minimap.
So you thought that was me?
I was like,
I'm like, executed, suckers. I love that I can strafe in this game. And I'm sure that was used a lot in World War One.
oh, of course. Where do you think it was invented? I'll have you know that the tradition of strafing was went far back as the Napoleonic Wars. Sure, it took them, 2 minutes to reload the musket in between strafes, but even so.
Actually, It would have been nice if people strafed more in the Revolutionary War. No, I guess that's what the Americans did. That's why one of the reasons they won, right?
Yes.
Because they weren't lining up and getting shot.
They weren't fighting the honourable way, like every
Right.
other nation. Also, they had the blasted French giving them a bunch of covert support.
Oh, no, we like to ignore that as Americans.
I still like to remember the 1805 war. I think that was a amusing piece of American military history you tend to ignore.
Well, we ignore a lot of history.
I like that.
Or rewrite it.
Let's take over Canada and declare war on Britain. So they send 5 armies up north. All 5 of them get destroyed and 4 generals get taken prisoner. And then the British go, tell you what, let's go down the Potomac for a while. And they get to the White House. And then there's a 40-person meal being prepared for a state dinner that night. So the British soldiers eat the meal and then torch the place and bugger off. I like that they were very classy enough to eat the meal too. It was like they didn't just ransack the place. They're like, ooh, dinner. Well, I am a bit famished. Perhaps we could have a bit of a snack? Yes, I think that's a jolly good idea.
Well, you know they were sad that there was no tea.
Yeah, they're like, oh, no tea. Only one
That's
thing
probably
for
why
it.
they ransacked the place.
Yeah, get the flaming torches. We gotta teach these Americans who's boss. Teach them to throw tea in the harbour.
Oh man, I wish we did a little bit more than that in America with all the taxes we're getting now.
Throw all the coffee in the harbour.
Hey, this guy called me. Oh no, that was his name. I thought he was saying my name was Adolf, and I was like, I didn't know that. Why am I a Belgian? I don't know. Are Belgians named Adolf as well?
Possibly.
Popular.
I mean, it was.
I guess it is possible.
It was a popular name, like before, 1940s.
Right, of course. Now no one uses it.
Yeah, it tended to lose out of popularity after that for some reason.
Oh yeah, who knows?
Yeah, and it seemed to just fall out of general use. Just no idea why.
Isn't it amazing how some people can ruin a name? Adolf and Genghis Khan.
Stalin.
Because it would just be Genghis, right? Well, people still use the name Joseph.
That's true. Although that was kind of like a first name. It kind of doesn't go out of fashion so much.
Yeah, I guess so.
Genghis, Attila.
Was Attila his first or last name?
I think it was Attila.
Okay.
Yeah, because he had a brother who was like Borgal or something like that. Yeah, because his brother tried to kill him, Attila, and then Attila went nope, killed him straight back in the assassination attempt, and then ended up becoming head of the Huns. Interesting chap, Attila the Hun. Ended up dying of a nosebleed. He had a party and he got super drunk and ended up like headbutting at the table, got a nosebleed, and ended up passing out and drowning in his own nosebleed.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What a pathetic way to die.
Yeah, especially for a badass like that who...
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Although, one thing I always found interesting was, he was going to burn down Rome. It was like, he'd gotten his army all set to burn down Rome. And, the Pope actually went out and talked to him. And, one-to-one. And then afterwards, he just took his army and left. And no one actually knows what the Pope said to convince him to leave, but, yeah. He just left. Funny part of history.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He went and bothered Constantinople instead. Took a lot of gold off the East Roman Empire.
Well, maybe that's what the Pope was saying. Like, there's so much more gold to be had over there.
It's kind of funny how that actually does happen, though.
Well,
Bollocks.
seems like it would be an effective strategy.
Well, the grass is always greener over the hill.
True. Especially when it's littered with the corpses of your enemies.
Well, of course. I might grab the hunk of junk machine gun, just because I can fire it while moving. Oh. Oh, this thing is ugly.
So, you know, when I become rich and famous, someday people are going to find this video,
Yeah.
and what they're going to learn about me is that I suck at Verdun.
Ah.
Yeah.
However, by that point, what you can do is you can pay a professional to play it for you and while you commentate over it. And they'll think, oh, he's actually really good at it.
Yeah, but the internet never forgets the past. They'll be like, he was once a scrub, always a scrub.
Yeah. I think the only solution is to burn this video.
I'll have
Except
to fly to New Zealand for that, but it's probably worth avoiding the bad PR.
I was going to say, I'm probably not going to do that because this has actually been a good recording.
Yeah. What makes the difference between a good recording and a bad recording?
No technical glitches and it doesn't require any editing.
Oh, plus, you had a beautiful woman on the line.
Probably the only time this channel will get that, yes. It's sad because I'm self-deprecating.
Well, all the best comics are.
That's very true. Right.
Because nobody gets their feelings hurt when you make fun of yourself, but at least somebody's going to get their feeling hurt if you make fun of someone. So all the best comics, they make fun of themselves.
That's very true.
Now people are going to be like, well, what about this person and this person who made fun of themselves or other people and they're hilarious? Well, that just sounds mean. Mean-spirited.
Yeah. I mean, I reckon if you're a comedian, you can get away, you can get away with a joke insulting someone else maybe once or twice, but I reckon
Oh, yeah.
the majority should be just either stories or self-deprecating or something like that.
Right, right.
Ouch. I'm not as good with a rifle as I am with a machine gun, I think.
Well, you get a lot more shots off with a machine gun.
That's true. And every shot is a way to counteract my appalling aim.
Oh my gosh, I just poked someone and they died!
Bayonet. Stab them.
Yeah, yeah. But really, the animation is kind of terrible. Like, I literally just poked him and he fell.
It's kind of hard to do realistic animations like that.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Reload the gun. There we go. Right.
Okay, I'm chasing another guy with my bayonet at the moment, and I'm not really sure if he's an ally or not. So hopefully he is not. Wait, are we wearing brown?
Yes.
Okay.
We're Belgian, so our uniform is basically very close to the Germans.
Because, you know, that's a good tactical decision. Look as much like the enemy as possible.
Well, I mean, it's the last thing they'd expect.
That's true.
Oh, blasted sniper. Pooh. That was a good run. I got like 10 kills and then had to reload.
I'm not a fan of the scopes in this game.
No, unless you're way back behind the line and you've got a good bead on them. It's kind of hard to use. Although, as I say, one of my best games was with a scope. I was playing as the French, well, with a scope, and there was like one crawl space where the enemies would keep crawling, you know, underneath our machine gun fire, and I just nailed them as they went through it. So I ended up getting like 30 kills.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, the guy told me to fall back or I'd get executed, and then a German did it for him.
Oh dear. Machine gun, I love you. You're a beautiful gun, but your 30 round magazine is just slightly annoying. If it was 50,
But really,
if it was 50, it would be perfect.
you know what would be perfect is if they gave us sidearms in this game.
Well, some vet
I know-
classes do.
I know, like 1 or 2 classes has a pistol, but most of them are just like, here's a sword! And I'm like, no! Freaking give me a pistol! Like, everybody's got guns! Like, why do I have a sword?
I like that idea though. Oh. It's like, I want a gun. Here's a stick.
Yeah, exactly. A sharp metal stick. Just poke them. I'm like, okay.
It's like, yeah, I want a gun. Here, have a spade.
Yeah.
I also,
You know, they don't want to spend enough money on us. Because, you know, we're expendable.
well, of course. Oh dear, reload, reload. Oh, thank you, Ally, for saving me.
You're welcome. It wasn't me. I'm just taking the
It
credit.
was you in spirit.
No, now I'm a spirit. Thanks to Johan. Oh no, actually it was Oscar, but I was just giving the credit to Johan in spirit.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, so when you play this game, do you not hear the sound of music in your mind?
Yes and no.
I know that was World War II, I get it, but, you know.
I hear
Germans.
I like to think, you know, World War One music, so The Long Way to Tipperary and a lot of those old, you know, World War One type songs. But as I said, I have it muted just for recording. Oh. It's a long
I'm impressed by your World War I knowledge.
Tipperary, it's a long way to go.
I used to do some history study, not really into the World Wars, more into ancient civilizations, that sort of thing. But then I just lost all my memory and I lost all my studying, and now I don't do that anymore. So,
I do a bit of an amateur World War One, World War Two. I like the Napoleonic Wars. I think they're fun. My brother's doing his PhD in history, so he's actually trying to be a professional historian.
that's neat.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he can give you the how many gears a Tiger tank has level of history.
Oh wow.
I think it's like 7 forward gears, 5 reverse gears, something like that. I don't remember.
That's crazy.
I like the Napoleonic Wars though. You know, very old-fashioned sort of, you know, chivalry and stuff still had a minor part to play. I do
Like what sort of chivalry?
Oh, there was still a bit of chivalry. Like, there was still, you know, prisoners were treated very fairly. People still went around with swords, you know. There were people who still wielded the battle flags into battle, things like that. I also like someone described the accuracy of muskets back in the day. It was like, if you're shooting at anything over 200 yards, you may as well be shooting at the moon.
That's funny. Because it will come back down and hit a kid.
Possibly. I also did a bit of research, like last year, just privately into American Civil War. That was an interesting period of history.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting, at least of what I remember of it, which I don't.
What I've always found just slightly amusing, and no one, especially Britain and France, tend to try and not bring up so much, is how close Britain and France were into joining the South. Because the South had all of the, you know, cotton exports and stuff, and so when the war started, Britain and France lost all their exports. So they were very tempted to actually join in to secure all their imports and stuff back again. It actually came to the point they were sending each other letters going, so if we were to send an army over, what exactly would you like it to look like? Sort of thing.
And why did they decide not to?
Because the Emancipation Proclamation. They went, oh, if we join you now, it's going to seem like we support slavery, and we can't really do that, so we're going to covertly...
Why? The Brits were doing it for years.
Yeah, but they had abolished it like 20 years ago, so they were, supposed to be all enlightened now.
Oh, really?
So we'll just send you a bunch of covert arms and money. Which they did. The Confederate, half the Confederate arsenal was made up of like British Enfield muskets, and the Confederate Navy, it was actually made by British, and half the crews were actually mercenaries contracted from the British Navy.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. In France, were slightly worse, so, well, slightly, better, in the sense that, here you go, have all of these revolvers and muskets and gunpowder. It's kind of like how with Prohibition, the British and French navies were kind of supporting it because they'd get huge payoffs from all the rum runners. I think I told Judd the story about how Jamaica were, like, the rum runners were getting a lot of booze from Jamaica, and the American government asked the British Navy to, blockade the ports, make sure no ships left carrying rum, and the British Navy were like, yeah, no, we get a lot of money from this, so no.
Yeah, I wonder what Brits are making money off of these days.
Nothing. I think they're too busy arguing with the EU these days.
I'm sure they're making money some way. No. Not just Brits, anyone really. And I don't mean just, I'm sure America's doing the same.
We make our money from tourism and agriculture. Australia makes its money from mining and agriculture.
I'm talking more dirty dealings.
Oh.
Under the table stuff.
I see.
Stuff we wouldn't know until history tells us.
Who knows?
Well, history.
That's true.